What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the weekly recap. This is the week 9 edition, and we're going to try to get this quick because all my videos are 25 minutes. We're trying to not do that anymore. We'll see. Top six are as follows: Devin, Tony, who's three? Who's three? Phil, Finn, Mateo, Brian. Okay, so Brian getting on his way up, Mateo on his way up into the top six. Finn looking a little shaky to me, but maintains a 4 seed. That's fine. Tony a little shaky, still remains 2 with the loss. And Devin, yeah, kind of running away with this, in my opinion. We'll get over that more in the recap. We'll go over that more in the recap. Starting off here first with the Graves Bowl, where I come out victorious. A bit of a shocker. To sum up the matchup, we went in on Monday night. Chargers defense eat up Zach Wilson and the Jets. Punt return, 3 fumble recoveries, 7 sacks. Like, come on, man. Love that. Going into this, Chargers ranked like 26 defense. I'm like, why are they so bad? They have like Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack. What is the issue? They kind of just got lit up by Kansas City and Miami. But then 10, 7, 16. 3-5, not great, but like this is not a bad defense. I'm not even thinking about dropping them. They have Detroit, so might not get them to start, but I mean, wow. I'm loving I'm loving what I'm seeing from that defense. They might have just earned themselves a roster spot, like even though they're not getting the start this week. Love that Chargers defense. Gabriel Davis. It's going to be impossible to trade you because you just like shit yourself in the middle of all these great weeks, and it's just depressing. 3 out of the 4 weeks here, you didn't put up 2 points. And then last week, when I bench your ass, you get 19. Like, you're 12 targets, you got 2 this week. Didn't catch 1. Like, dude, what the fuck is going on, man? Gabe Davis is going to remain on my team, though. Amari Cooper, huge week. Wide receiver 23, only because he had the bye early. He's actually like, what is he averaging? 11.4. Amari Cooper's been very solid for me. I'm happy about drafting you, bud. Isaiah Pacheco has a good running game. Like the efficiency is really there, but no catches, doesn't get into the end zone. It's just really hard for a running back to have a great fantasy week. So Pacheco runs hard. I'm so happy with you. Sam Howell, this is the 3rd time I've picked you up, and you're never leaving again. Got to be a top 5 quarterback at this point, man. Top number 6. But this guy is electric. I love Sam Howell. I drafted Daniel Jones to be my quarterback at first. I thought Brock Purdy was the answer. Nah, this guy's Sam Howell. He's had the starts for me, man. I love this guy. Darrell Henderson having mess start, even though the Rams kind of have a like offense in general that game. Stepping in for Kyron, all right. Tay got the most receptions from the rookie. He's on the look up. Nick Folk, loving their performance. Great 117. We needed this victory. It was looking pretty dire if we didn't get it here. So let's go, big win. I was clowning Vinny for this Baker Mayfield start, but this guy's actually pretty fucking solid. Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones, great game. Honestly, got me really fucking scared. Cooper Kupp, a little bit of a dud, but I mean, he got a good start from Matt Gay, Saints D. Michael Pittman got double digits. What saved me enough was this Curtis Samuel start. Vinny didn't really have anything to start for Curtis Samuel. I wouldn't have got him the win, but that 0 gave me a lot of hope, and the defense came through on Monday night. So good one for me. I really need to build off this. Big week coming up. Let's go. Tough loss for Vinny. Let's see how his season turns out. The Battle of the Juggernauts, 262 teams, and Devin comes out on top, and this is what scares me. I think Devin could run away with this. This is a week without Etienne, without Amon Ra, and he gets 32 from Dak. Deontay Johnson, who he's been missing, puts up 18. The Thielen dud doesn't matter. Dalton Schultz, 22 piece. Jesus Christ. We didn't even have a good Kamara game. Titans defense put up a whopping 0, put up 111. Like this is This is looking scary. Devin hasn't had to deal with injuries. He has Kyler here. Fuck that. Um, so knock on wood. But his team's looking fucking healthy and heated right now. These guys look crazy. Tony honestly has a good week too, and this is with a kicker who was on the IR prior to the week starting. So Tony starts to injure kicker like an idiot. Um, but Joe Burrow gets in there and has a great game. Gus Edwards, who I'm mad that I once had, has a great game. Especially with my running back issues. Thank you, Devin. Fuck you. Look at Jerome Ford over here too, man. Look at my guys: Jerome Ford, Adam Thielen, Gus Edwards. Like Jesus, this is ridiculous. Um, Jonathan Taylor has a good week. He gets into the end zone. That's huge. And yeah, a good kicker in there. He might get over 100. But Devin wins 111.93, goes to 7-2. We need someone to knock him down a peg, man. He's starting to run away with the bye. Brian getting some momentum here with a win over Mark. Now not to hone in on Mark, not to hone in as I click on just his name. I seem to start a spiral for this guy. 5 straight losses. I don't think this guy has had this sort of run in our league's history. It starts with me where he scores 120 and loses because my team goes off, and the guy can't score 105 cents. And like being a points against merchant, seeing these 120s, 130s be put on his head is mwah, it's amazing. Finally, some points against this guy. Yeah, I mean, when you actually really want to think about it, this guy's lost 6 of 7. Is that yeah? This guy's lost 6 of 7. He started 3-1. He's 3-6. That's a tough one. Now back to the matchup here. The loss comes in the form of what's going on with Bijan right now. He seems to be still like efficient, but not like getting a lot of usage. Only 2 catches, 11 rushes, and he fumbled. So it's a little tough watching what's going on with Bijan. Nico Collins, a solid week from him here. Does he get into the end zone? He does, but I mean the yardage is just not the same from what he was doing early on. You look at this and see like 5 and 6 targets. That's just not enough. Stroud went off this game too, by the way, like 470 yards, 5 touchdowns. And this is the line we're getting from Nico, who was supposed to be the one. A little interesting. Puka Nakua, 4 out of 5 weeks. He's 3 out of 4 is the right stat. He's looked a little rough, and that's with Cooper Kupp, who also didn't have that great of a week either. I think the Rams just kind of hit, but interesting. Garrett Wilson, he won't get you above 15, but he also won't get you below like 7. So, I mean, that's like pretty good. It's like a good flex, maybe wide receiver 2 for me, but not someone you want in the second round. My second round pick was Nick Chubb, though, so what do I know? Brees Hall looked good, is the only person that looked good, but still only 8. Any catches? He did get 4 catches. Oh, not efficient running for the second week in a row. Okay, so Brees, we're kind of honing in on the run here and kind of stopping Brees then. Yeah, Derek Carr, not bad. He did lose Kirk Cousins, but he needs someone to go off for him, and that's just not what he needs. Brian's win comes in the form of Josh Allen going bananas, but still losing against Cincy. Austin Eckler coming back and doing really well. Jacoby and Devonta look good. Jacoby gets into the end zone with a rush, but still only 3 catches. Njoku gets a touchdown. Browns defense wins him the weekly. This is a pretty solid fucking week from Brian. He starts all the right guys because the bench looks like poop. No one gets below 7. Wow, yeah, great week from Brian. 130. Um, see if Brian can build off that, getting some momentum here. Not to pick on Greg now here, but Greg, he's been putting up some really shitter scores, right? 64, 60, 75, but he scores 116 against me. I think like Mahomes and Kelsey, yeah, like almost a fucking 70 piece on my head. Yeah, like, excuse me? I'm sorry. But then when we got the 1-7 Austin playing him, which I thought Greg would be a good matchup for me. 1-7 Austin plays him, and they put up 19 total, 20 total. That's like a 50-point difference in just two players, man. What the fuck? God damn it. Austin wins. It's ironically not with the great Tank Dell game. When I saw him, all I kept thinking about was Austin, and then I saw that he started Zay Flowers over him, and you're like, oh, jeez. The Ravens will go up on you and just run it forever. Ravens passing options are scary, but Odell, who he played against, got into the end zone. So, what the fuck do I know? Taysom Hill, a spot tight end start looks good. Stephon Diggs carries. Tony Pollard kind of been underperforming. Kareem Hunt snipes a red zone carry and gets it. Herbert, kind of silent bad week, but I mean when you win, it kind of doesn't matter. Yeah, Austin just keeps missing this starting his best players. And Tank Dell, this 26-point performance on his bench is hilarious, but he does get his second win. Austin needs to win out to pretty much hope for anything to happen. And I think Greg is the worst team in the league. All right, moving on. Phil gets a win over Josh here. This is with Phil having some bye weeks. Yeah, honestly, a ton of fucking bye weeks. I didn't even peep. He started counting Ingram. He could have got more points even. But the win comes in the form of Jalen Hurts. The Ravens defense just saucing up, literally saucing up the Seahawks. T. Higgins, 15 points on just pure work. Jahan Dotson got into the end zone. Derrick Henry, who Devin thought was going to do bad, has looked fucking phenomenal every week. Back to the 4 carry, touchdowns. He's even getting some catches when people were scared about Spears. So yeah, that's a big win for Phil. He's gonna get a lot of people back from the bye, and yeah, Phil's one of those people that's looking pretty strong as well. Tough loss for Josh. Let's bring up Josh's side really quick. George Pickens negative receiving yards. That's not great. He doesn't start Rashad White, and his does Rashad White? Oh, it wins in the week. Oh, he had the win in Rashad White. That sucks. He won't make that mistake again, right? I think one of his running backs has the bye, so for sure. AJ Brown looks amazing again. Saquon Barkley looked good, even though everyone's stacking the box against him. Mark Andrews double-digit tight end points is huge. Justin Tucker 15. So not a horrible week. He does get about 90. You just want more from Tua here with our new quarterback scoring format. 14 is just not enough. That's not good. Yeah, but it's a big win for Phil. Josh, he got back to 500 last week, loses again. Let's see if he could try to correct the ship the following week. Last but not least, we got the win of Mateo over Finn. Um, Finn doesn't have a bad week. Cole Kmet looks good. Um, the running backs look solid. Just a weird Lamar week. Lamar in blowouts looks like has horrible fantasy weeks. I don't know why that is. In blowouts, Lamar never scores the fuck done. I don't know why. What loses Finn the week? I mean, just having maybe a better kicker. He loses by what, like 8.5. Better kicker. DK Metcalf having more than that one catch for 50 yards. Other than that, oh, he didn't have McCaffrey. Oh, so that's actually a huge bail. Mateo's running backs fucking stink it up, but when CJ Stroud puts up 46, CeeDee Lamb puts up 22, and Chris Olave 13, Dicker 12. Did Dicker win him the matchup on Monday night? He might have. That's that's nuts. I think he did. That's actually kind of insane. Good, good win for Mateo here. Finn falling. Mateo wins, gets to above 500. So yeah, now let's preview this week, fellas. Speaking of Mateo, the Mateo and I matchup is finally upon us. I would call this a rivalry. We're split right down the fucking middle, of course. Averages 99.6 and 94. He has the regular season edge. I have the playoff edge. He's drawn it level with our last matchup. Oh, I've drawn it level with our last matchup. Yeah, let's see actually who was in that matchup. Devontae. Haha. Hey, Devontae, can you show up for this one? That'd be lovely. So right down the middle. Does he have any buys? I do. I have two running back buys. He has Tyreek Hill and buy. Interesting. So we both got some bye week issues. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. His team's projected not 103. Mine's projected probably going to be like straight up 90. So projection's not on my side. We'll see what happens though. Hopefully I win that one, bro. Next, we got Tony and Brian. Now, these two seems to be the tale of Brian winning most regular season and the playoffs. He's won the last two to further the lead. He still had the lead prior to those matchups. But let's see if we're missing anything. Let's see if we're missing anything. Will Tony start a fucking kicker? He does have two buys. Brian has his team in. Oh, missing the Eagles, so no Devonta and DeAndre Swift. That's kind of big. And yeah, he'll just throw in Hollywood, I guess. Do you have another tight end? No. So, this matchup could be still kind of close. They're projecting Brian 108, which is crazy. Giving Josh Allen a 28-point projection is fucking nuts. But, I probably give that to Brian. Brian's been rolling. Next, we got the Mark vs. Greg matchup, and Mark's playing Greg without his Chiefs. Ah. They give him the edge in every fucking position besides kicker. Who does he have a backup quarterback? Russell Wilson. He does put in Ayuk though. Maybe keep Odell in there. Yeah. I mean, Mark has a better team on paper. Let's see how this matchup looks. Tied. With Greg having a playoff win over Mark. Look at Mahomes here. Wow, Mahomes, Cooper Kupp. He had Gronk. He had Tyreek Hill too. Jeez. How did Greg not win it all this year? This team looks fucking insane. Jesus. Mark's team looks like ass. All right, moving on. Connection lost. I give the edge to Mark here because Greg looks like shit. I think he's the worst team in the league. We got the Austin versus Phil matchup here. What do I got? Let's just see the head-to-head before I look at that. 10-1. Is there not a 95% out of 100 of the match? He's dominated Phil. What? This has got to be the tail of the tape. Whoa. Okay, so that puts some things into perspective. Do we have a backup quarterback? No, because no Jalen Hurts. I give the matchup to Austin. Austin with the history and the Eagles being on bye, so no Jalen Hurts. Wow. He needs like Debo, David Montgomery, and Hawkinson to come back. This is so interesting. I give that to Austin. Fuck it. Josh versus Vinny. This is just like a matchup I feel like in my head I've never seen. It's happened 6 times, and Vinny has taken. Oh my God! Oh, Josh got his first win against Vinny last season. Interesting. Well, wow, we're seeing some lopsided head-to-head matchups I was not aware of. What's the tale of the tape? No Cooper Cup for Vinny. We got no AJ Brown and Tua for Josh. This is tough. Backup quarterback Bryce Young. But he does have Rashad White here on the bench. Um, Vinny losing a wide receiver. You know, off team, I think I give my edge to Josh, but I wouldn't be surprised if Vinny wins this matchup because both these guys are not very predictable. Last matchup, but not least, we got the Finn versus Devin matchup. Devin has dropped his defense and kicker, so we're not going to get the complete projections, even though he's projected 99 without these guys. I'm pretty sure I'm projected 90 with like a full team, so that's hilarious. Um, yeah, Devin looks fucking scary. It'd be crazy if Finn got the win though. Finn does have a pretty solid team though. It's got the Chiefs defense and Jake Elliott, so maybe those guys can. Oh, he has a backup kicker on his bench. You know, even with the Dalvin Cook bye, I don't, or the Raheem Mostert bye, I don't think my boy Finn here is out of this matchup. This matchup could be interesting. We'll see. We'll see. What's the head-to-head look like for these two? Pew pew. Devin a Finn. Devin's mostly playoff victory in a recent playoff matchup with Tyler Huntley putting up 35 and Hunter Henry putting up 22. Sometimes when you look at these old lineups, they just look like shit. You're like, how did people win with these? Uh, I mean, I think you have to give the edge to Devin. Devin just like looks like he's running away with anything. But then again, if someone could put up high points, I think it's Finn. Let's go see if there's anything fun to look at the website. What are we at? We're at week 10 now. Is there like a bye week? Yeah. Mateo's apparently tough in week 10. Alright, where am I? I'm tough in week 10 too. Interesting. Finn, Ryan, Devin. These are funny stats. Unskilled and lucky. Oh. Oh, is this just overall? Unskilled and lucky. Unskilled and unlucky. Damn. Damn, this shit just straight up talking shit. Wow. I did see that I got finally passing my points four. Oh, no, that was probably last week, but I got passing my points four measurement. That sucks. I'm falling in the winds. I gotta get my shit right, bro. Jeez. All right, boys. I got another 23-minute there for you, so I don't know how to stop. I talk too fucking much, but I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next week. Hopefully I get the dub. Peace, fellas.